Desmond Etika Amofa was one of my heroes, one of the greats. He inspired me and countless others, and I'll never forget his legacy. I remember the first time I saw one of his videos. I was getting ready to head to school. I was probably a freshman in high school at the time, and I saw one of his videos pop up when I was checking YouTube before I left. I think it was, no, it was a video of him talking about Hori making plastic amiibo cases to put your amiibo in. It was like a one amiibo stand thing, and that's the first video I ever saw of him. And afterwards, I binged watch all of his stuff, his news videos, his Smash 4 related videos, his archives to Fire Emblem Awakening streams. I absolutely loved everything that he did. That one time where he did the stream for his Red Robin shirts, I really wanted one, so I went and bought one. And he was doing a thing where you could buy a shirt and play some Smash games with him. And I ended up playing with him, and I do believe he beat me in the set, but I did get a game off of him, and it was a lot of fun when I did that. I sponsored to him on YouTube afterwards, and then also after a while, probably like a month or two later, I couldn't keep up with the subs because he wasn't really doing anything at the time, and I couldn't constantly spending the money on the YouTube sponsorship thing. And I'd send him an email saying, I can't keep doing this, but I'm gonna still keep watching your stuff and stuff like that. And he responded to me telling me it was all good and stuff like that. And I'd put the email on screen, but when he deleted his old YouTube channel, his old email went with it. So I can't find the email anymore. But through sponsoring to him, I joined his sponsor Discord, which was completely unofficial. He didn't really have anything to do with it at all. But I joined it and met so many great people through his community, who some of them are still some of my friends today. So nothing would be what it is now in my life without his stuff, him putting it out there. One of my favorite memories of his is when he played through Undertale. That game means so much to me anyway, and him playing through it just really hit me home. I was there for every single stream, his reaction to every single thing, the Royal Guards he really liked, the whole Flowey situation. I was there for the whole 4 hours when he fought Sans. I was there for his fake Nintendo Switch stream, just right at the end. He cut the stream because he pulled out what looked like a Nintendo Switch, and then we didn't hear from him for days. When I was still in school at the time, and I went and talked to I was in a tech class related to building computers and stuff like that, and I talked to the whole class about this whole thing. It was just completely insane. When Splatoon 2 first came out, when he did a stream of that, I had him on my friends list, and I joined him in some turf war games. I remember it was a turf war game on Moray Towers, and he saw me on the enemy team, and he said something along the lines of "Yo, Pokeball, that's my boy," or something like that. And it just really made my day when he said that, the whole notice me senpai thing. It kind of was the gratification there. Probably my greatest memory of his, or sharing with him, was that I played Splatoon with him, with that SRB2 dude in 4v4 matches back in March 2018. Getting to play with one of my main idols was just absolutely insane. I've even played League with him and stuff like that, on and off, even before this and a little bit after. And there was one time where I wanted to play with him, and I contacted him on Discord, and he was I asked, hey, do you want to do Salmon Run? And he never did Salmon Run before, and that was his first experience playing Salmon Run. There was a time where I got contacted by ImSalt. I think this was after this. This happened in March. Yeah, this was probably May of last year. It feels like, if not the year before, but I think it was last year, 2018, where I helped put something together for his birthday video that I'm Salt put out. It was just him putting together a bunch of stuff from the community, and Desmond seemed like extremely happy in that situation, like everyone coming together to say good stuff to him and stuff like that. I honestly, I'm completely lost for words. Like, everything I just read off was, I put like bullet note script thing together, but like I can't say anything else that anyone else has already said. Like, I'm so sorry that it happened. I honestly feel like this could have been prevented. Like, a lot of people are saying, I was, yeah, around the time this first all started, when he was like going through all this stuff back in October or November. Yeah, it was late October, early November of last year. I was moving into a new place, or getting like about to move into a new place, and all this was happening. And I was really hoping he'd get better, or like whatever was going on would get better. I was out when he did the stream on Twitch a little after the first time he went to the hospital, and I came home as fast as I could to watch the Twitch stream of him explaining what was going on. And when he was doing, like, he said he was making the Etika FRFX channel, I wanted to keep supporting him because he still was one of my favorite content creators out there. I just barely have anything to say. Like, I know I've made jokes in the past when this whole thing was going down. It first happened back in October, November, when it was like really happening, though, like 2 months ago from when this gets uploaded. There was just so much craziness. He was like legitimately like responding to me on Twitter, which he never did. Like, sometimes I'd even send him DMs, but he wouldn't even read them. I don't know if it was because he was busy or he just didn't want to. I'll never know. No one will ever know. I'm trying to like figure out what I'm supposed to be feeling right now, because I've never had to deal with something like this before. Like, I'm extremely sad and upset, but I'm not crying, and I don't feel like crying. I'm extremely angry, but I'm not yelling at anybody or anything. I don't know how I'm supposed to cope with this. Even though we only talked a few times, I still considered him a friend. I think he considered me a friend. He considered me a little bit chill. Like, we were tight, as they say. But this just sucks. Like, I'm trying to just think of more things to say, but I absolutely love this guy, and he wouldn't take any help. He kept blocking people, kept saying, I don't need any help, and I ended up blocking him on Twitter before he could block me, because I knew he would. He knew who I was, and he knew, or at least I'd like to think that he would block me in that situation. So I went and blocked him first, so that he wouldn't do it to me. He would have unfollowed me anyway. But it's just hard to convey like actual emotion right now. Like, what the heck am I supposed to be feeling? At this point, I'm just rambling, but I was hoping it wouldn't happen like this. I feel for everybody. Christine, Salt, Luke Bomber, Nook, literally every other person on Twitter right now who's talking about this. It was hard for me to even sleep last night when I heard about that the police found a body near the water where he left his stuff. I just couldn't sleep. I was hoping for the best that it wouldn't happen. I'm still completely surprised he did that. He even did it. Like, none of the stuff that he didn't before felt like something that he'd actually do, and this didn't feel like it's something he'd actually do, but he did it. I'm still repping you. I'm still gonna wear the shirt. I'm still gonna wear the Robin shirt. But you'll forever be one of the greatest people who ever existed on YouTube platform. I stayed home from school when E3 came around, because I knew they were gonna show Smash Ultimate. Like, and we didn't know it was Smash Ultimate. We knew it was Smash Brothers, but we didn't know it was Smash Ultimate. I stayed home from school that day. That was the only time I ever cut school. Was to stay home, watch Nintendo's E3. I watched Etika's perspective. I watched him go, Snake! And smash his friggin' shelf in half. I'm a Joy-Con boy forever, man. We'll miss you. We'll make sure that your death is not in vain. We'll make sure that you're remembered. We're not gonna internet death you like a dead meme. You may have been memed, but you're not a meme. You're a real person with real thoughts, real feelings. You were a real person. And we'll all miss you.